Nobody gave the old Whitaker toy store a second glance, sitting forgotten on the west side of town. Boarded up since the early 2000s, its peeling paint and cracked windows whispered neglect. Vines twisted over the facade like skeletal hands, choking dusty displays. Kids swapped tales of plush toys staring from the shadows, their glassy eyes glinting. Yet, nobody crossed the threshold until a jogger's frantic 911 call pierced the night. She swore she heard children giggling inside, then hushed whispers, like secrets shared in the dark. Officer Jason Reed took the call, his shift already over, but his resolve unshaken. He never bought into ghost stories, but he trusted his partner, Ace. The German Shepherd, 5 years sharp on the force, sat rigid in the cruiser, ears high. Jason felt a prickle on his neck, maybe from the recent string of missing kids. Or maybe it was Ace's low whine as they neared the rusted gate. The air reeked of mildew and stale sugar, a sickly ghost of playtime. Jason snapped the lock, flashlights slicing through the gloom, revealing a graveyard of toys, plush bears, broken clowns, marionettes tangled in their own strings. Ace moved first, nose low, hackles up. He wove through toppled game boxes, past porcelain dolls with frozen smiles, to a stockroom wall that looked too new, too clean. He stopped, growled deep, eyes locked on the panel. Jason's light swept over it. Nothing odd, but Ace barked sharp and sat firm. Jason tapped the wood. It echoed hollow, seems uneven, like a rushed cover-up. He radioed dispatch, voice steady, reporting a concealed space. A faint smell hit him, not decay, but sweat, human, trapped. Backup was hours out, so they secured the site, leaving forensics for dawn. Back at the station, unease clung to Jason like damp fog. Ace paced, pawing his kennel, far from his usual calm. Jason scrubbed through his body cam footage, heart steady until the 38-minute mark. A stuffed rabbit's head shifted as he passed. Not wind, not a glitch, it turned. He zoomed in. The eyes blinked, human, terrified. Cold sweat beaded on his neck. That was no toy. Someone watched from within the fur, silent and still. He froze the frame, pulse hammering, the truth sinking in. The story leaked fast. A podcaster posted the 911 clip, sparking online frenzy. Forums buzzed with haunted toy theories. TikTokers spun tales of cursed games. Jason ignored the noise. He had work to do. Ace's agitation grew, circling the cruiser, sniffing the air like danger lingered. Jason returned alone that afternoon, just to check the wall again. There, in a child-sized armchair, sat a teddy bear, fur pristine amid the decay. It was not there yesterday. He approached, light steady, and touched its paw, soft, warm, pulsing. Skin, not stuffing. He yanked the bear forward. The chair tipped, revealing a vent shaft. A faint shuffle echoed inside. Ace lunged, barking fierce. Jason called into the dark, voice firm. "Police, is anyone there?" A whisper answered, faint, desperate. "Help me, please." His breath caught. Like true stories where dogs become legends, subscribe to Heroes for Animals, where bravery barks louder than fear. Jason clipped a light to Ace's collar, voice low. "Go, boy." Ace slipped into the shaft, a shadow on a mission. Jason crouched, hand on his weapon, listening. Silence stretched, then Ace barked, sharp, urgent. Jason pried the vent wider, peering into a cramped alcove. Shelves lined with identical teddies circled a boy, maybe 9, shivering in a grimy onesie. His eyes were wide, voice a whisper. "Please, do not put me back in the crate." Jason's heart thudded. He radioed dispatch. "Officer Reed, code 30 at Whitaker's store. I have a live child. Need backup, medics now." Static answered. Then, the lights died, swallowing the store in black. A mechanical hum pulsed from deep within, unnatural, alive. Jason's mag light cut through the dark, shadows twisting over toys that now felt watchful. The boy's breathing hitched from the shaft. "Stay there," Jason said softly. "Ace is with you." The dog stood guard, eyes glowing in the beam, unwavering. "Hey kid, what is your name?" Jason asked, voice calm. The boy lifted his head, face pale, hair matted. "I am Tyler," he murmured. "How long have you been here?" "No clocks, just darkened games." He said to play still, like the toys. Jason's jaw clenched. "Who is he?" Tyler's hands covered his ears, trembling. Ace nudged him, tail wagging faintly, coaxing trust. Tyler reached out, petting the dog, and crawled forward. Jason pulled him free, wrapping his jacket around the boy's frail frame. Tyler could barely stand, legs shaky. "We are leaving," Jason said, lifting him. Ace led, flashlight beam bouncing off eerie toy faces, their stitched smiles accusing in the dark. The air turned cold, breath fogging. Slam, a door shut somewhere below. Jason kept moving, voice steady. "If someone is here, show yourself." Law enforcement present. Silence, save for Ace's low growl. The main entrance was locked tight, side doors too. Trapped. Jason headed upstairs, seeking an office window to break. Ace stayed close, ears sharp, steps silent. In a dusty break room, Jason set Tyler on a bench, draping his coat tighter. Tyler stared, eyes hollow. He watches through their eyes. He whispered, pointing at a stuffed animal. Ace whined, pawing a floor vent. Jason followed, spotting a glittery trail, not craft sparkles, but powdery, like talc. It led to a locked toy chest. He forced it open, revealing a girl, ribbons binding her like a gift, mouth gagged with a scarf. Her eyes screamed fear. Jason cut her free, pulse racing. Ace barked, darting to stacked game boxes. More glitter. Jason tore one open. Two siblings inside, one unconscious, the other sobbing softly. The store groaned, lights flickering back, dim and unsteady. A silhouette flashed at the stairwell, a tall figure, hooded, gone in a blink. "Stay together," Jason ordered, hurting the kids. Ace growled fierce, guarding them. The doors now stood ajar, mocking their panic. Sirens wailed outside, back up at last. Jason rushed the children to the cruiser, Ace leaping in beside them. Medics swarmed as Tyler whispered, "Thank you," and Ace. Jason ruffled the dog's ears. He is the real hero. The toy store loomed, its secrets spilling into the night. Investigations would dig deeper, but that evening, a dog's instincts cracked the horror wide open. In a world hiding monsters, a loyal bark can save lives. Subscribe to Heroes for Animals, where every tale proves courage has paws. The night clung to Jason like a second skin, the toy store's oppressive silence louder than any scream. He sat in the cruiser, watching medics tend to Tyler and the others, their small frames swallowed by blankets. Ace pressed close, nose nudging Jason's hand, still alert. The boy's words echoed. He watches through their eyes. Jason glanced back at the store, its dark windows like unblinking stares. Something was still out there, hidden among the toys, waiting. He shook it off, but Ace's low whine said the dog felt it too. Investigators swarmed the scene by dawn, cordoning off the Whitaker store. Forensics found more than glitter trails, faint scratches inside the vent shaft, too small for an adult's hands. Jason filed his report, but the details gnawed at him. Tyler's haunted gaze, the girl's bound wrists, the unconscious sibling. Each kid spoke of him, a shadow who demanded stillness, who posed them like playthings. Ace paced the station, restless, as if the case was not closed. Jason trusted that instinct. It had led them to the kids, after all. He returned to the store days later, off duty, Ace at his side. The police tape fluttered, but the air felt heavier, expectant. Inside, the toys seemed rearranged. Plush animals now faced the door, their button eyes too lifelike. Jason's flashlight caught a new detail, a tiny train set, tracks looping toward a back closet. It was not there before. Ace growled, hackles up, leading the way. The closet door was ajar, a faint hum vibrating from within, like a toy winding up. Jason pushed it open, revealing a narrow staircase descending into darkness. No record of a basement in the store's plans. Ace's ears flattened, but he stepped forward, fearless. Jason followed, heart steady but pulse loud. The air grew damp, thick with the same fierce sweat from before. At the bottom, a concrete room, shelves packed with more toys, identical dolls and frilly dresses, all staring. In the center, a metal crate, padlocked. Ace barked, urgent, pawing at it. Jason broke the lock, lights spilling inside. Another child, curled tight, dressed as a doll, eyes blinking slow. "I am Emma," she whispered, voice raw. "He said I had to be perfect, like them." Jason lifted her gently, her body light as a toy. Ace nudged her hand, coaxing a faint smile. Jason radioed again, Another child found. This time, dispatch answered, units en route. But the hum grew louder, vibrating the walls. Lights flickered, then died. Ace's growl filled the void, guiding Jason back upstairs with Emma in his arms. The toys seemed to shift in the shadows, heads tilting slightly. Jason ignored the chill, focusing on the girl's shallow breaths. Outside, he handed her to medics, Ace standing guard. Emma clutched the dog's fur, whispering, "He is still down there." Jason looked back, the store's darkness swallowing the light. Weeks later, the case exploded online. Reddit threads dissected the toy store terror, linking it to missing kids across counties. Jason stayed quiet, but Ace never settled, always sniffing toward the store's direction. The basement yielded more crates, empty but scratched inside, as if small hands fought to escape. No sign of him, but Jason felt watched, even at home. One night, reviewing footage, he froze. A doll's head turned in the basement feed, eyes human, blinking slow.